watch Hot Mike catches Nancy Pelosi whispering something, and it says this is literally treason. I don't really see how it's treason. I think it's just really low-down, conniving, race-baiting garbage. It's what it is. And just want to say this. If there is anyone on the left that is considering and starting to wonder if there maybe is something wrong with the left's message and starting to realize that they're really scheming you and they want to bring down the American people and they want to bring, build up government, and that they're race baiters that are trying to divide us. If you're starting to understand that that's what they're doing, because that's what they're doing. That's what Nancy Pelosi, Chuck Schumer, Maxine Waters, McCain, they're really, really bad people. Okay? And if you didn't know that before, what she's about to do is about to prove to you that she's a schemer and she's really has just one agenda, and that's race, race, race. Nancy Pelosi has been in the news a lot as of late, and it's not for anything good. She's a disgrace to her party and to America as a whole. At a rally, Pelosi introduced Andre Carlson to the crowd, making sure that they all knew he was Muslim. When he was speaking, she was overheard quietly telling him in a low voice to once again say he's a Muslim. This is to promote the pro-Islamic view in America, and maybe an attempt to warn people about Sharia law. I don't understand why they wrote that. And they're saying it's treason. Maybe it's bond. Maybe I'm not seeing it, and this article is 100% correct. It's treason. I don't know. But I do know that she is a rat fink. And guess what? I'm going to say it because I know he's Muslim. This Muslim ex-police officer is a very good puppet. And I love it when she says it and he looks right into the camera and does what she wants.
I will hear from Andre Carlson, a Muslim member of Congress.
Ooh, a Muslim member of Congress. Yay, thanks for telling us that. Look at her face. You know what? I'm going to back up. I want you to watch her face. I'm going to back up a few times, okay? But for this version, I want you to watch her face.
I will hear from Andre Carlson, a Muslim member of Congress.
Excuse me, Andre.
Even her own party knows she's a piece of dirt. Is that who you want? People who are schemers around you that will... you know what? Let's just continue. Keep watching her.
I know, right? Greetings from the great state of Indiana. I'm Congressman Andre Carlson. Not only do I represent Indiana's 7th Congressional District very proudly, but I happen to be a Muslim and a former police officer.
Good boy. Good boy. I pat you on the head. Okay. Understand something. That woman that's next to her.
I will hear from...
She's not just a woman in the crowd. She is her right-hand gal. Make sure she says the right thing. Will help her if need be. Okay? And that's why she takes so much stake in this. Everyone else around her, I believe, they don't catch on to these things. Let's see you, though. Let's look around them. I know, is that Bernie Sanders? Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. I know he certainly caught on to it. But maybe the other people didn't. Let's check that out.
From Andre Carlson, a Muslim member of Congress.
Excuse me,
See, they don't have anything. She, that's her gal right there.
Greetings from the great state of Indiana. I'm Congressman Andre Carlson.
Watch Pelosi.
Not only
There
do
you
I
go.
represent
Saw that? Tell him you're a Muslim. What kind of a person? Why? Why do you have to say that? Why can't you just have a really good message? He's dark already. Isn't that good enough?
Indiana's 7th Congressional District very proudly, but I happen to be a Muslim and a former police officer.
Ooh, that just rolled off your tongue. It sounded like you actually had that thought. Yes, she just gave him his biscuit right there. Saw her give him his biscuit at the end? One more time, just for fun.
I will hear from Andre Carson, a Muslim member of Congress.
Ooh. And then watch her face when the mic goes bad. She's like, oh, Jesus.
Greetings from the great state of Indiana. I'm Congressman Andre Carson. Not only do I represent Indiana's 7th Congressional District very proudly, but I happen to be a Muslim and a former police officer.
No kidding. By the way, that's not Bernie Sanders behind him. He's too freaking busy. Pelosi, like many Democrats, were all too willing to exploit Carlson's religion. And it seems mentioning it once wasn't enough. The fact that the mic caught it, this will ruin her career. It's about time. It should ruin her. I mean, but this it's like ruining a rat in the street. How do you ruin a rat? They're already a rat. They're already down there. An old rat, no less. A 90-year-old rat. Once again, Pelosi is embarrassing herself and the ladies that are around there. You know what I'm talking about. And the rest of the Democrats with her actions, both in front of the cameras and in front of audiences. But this goes much deeper than the senile ramblings we're used to seeing from her. The left is trying to make America support all Muslims and accept Sharia law. Okay, see, so before they just made a mistake in the writing of the ad. They were saying maybe they're trying to promote Sharia law. Anyway, so yeah, that's exactly what's happening. They're trying to support all Muslims and accept Sharia law for some strange reason. I don't understand why they would do that, but they are. Ever since the liberals and millennials came out in droves, there have been an air of political correctness infecting society in this great country. Liberals hate on Christianity and the bigoted conservatives, yet they have endless tolerance for Muslims and Muslim sympathizers. Why is that? Obama himself was very sympathetic to Muslim refugees, refusing to even say the words Islamic terrorism because it was apparently too negative towards Muslims. The left are trying to continue Obama's work even though he is no longer in the White House. Sharia law is not something the American people want in this country, and it makes the whole women empowerment argument of the liberals hypocritical, basically. You cannot support women's right and Sharia law at the same time because they are totally opposite ends of the spectrum. You just can't do it. You can't say women are great, but men should be able to tell them to sit down on the floor and shut up. Women are equal, but men should be able to tell them they can't leave the house without another man. Women are equal, but we should be able to beat them if they look at another man. You follow? You can't do it. I'm sorry. We also can't take away common sense for the left either, which is what they're trying to do. See why they like low pay, like people who don't know the language, immigrants. See why they like people like to keep them, they like people who just don't understand simple things. The archaic and outdated belief system is what allows Muslims to be so hateful towards women. Under Sharia law, it is considered just as righteous to beat a woman who is not covered up, as well as to call her a whore for letting her hair swing free in the wind. That's a big problem for them. To have representatives like Pelosi and other Democrats supporting Sharia law and Muslim superiority is a threat to our nation and its people. It violates human rights, our way of life, and the American people as a whole. And this is very serious, and it's not just words that I'm speaking here, free people. We are the resistance. They're saying that they're the resistance, but we've been the resistance for the last 30 years fighting this. Having Sharia law in this country, where it is okay to kill gays and stone women to death, would destroy our American culture, everything that we hold dear. This shows liberals don't actually care about the rights of women or gays because they support asinine belief that says it's okay to destroy them. Pelosi needs to be removed from her position immediately because she is not only senile, but she is manipulating the American people. It's time to drain the swamp for good and get corrupt leftists like Pelosi out of our nation's capital. Make America great again. It's a very serious story. Please take it serious. I already did this story. If you didn't see it, please subscribe to the channel and go to, all the videos and you can see it. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the show. It's not for enjoyment. This one was a serious lesson for a lot of people. On the left should be eye-opening, and on the right should be inspiring to keep fighting this. This is just the beginning. I just did a video before this showing one of Obama's administrators